So lately I find myself watching a lot of Avatar: The Last Airbender clips on YouTube, you know, the actual animated show. And honestly, I've been really wanting to rewatch the entire show, as it is one of my favorite Western animated shows. I really feel like it's a big reason why I really got into anime when I was younger, and I watch a lot of anime now to this day. Yes, I'm a weeb. What are you gonna do about it? Tell your mom? Shut up. It's got an amazing storyline, superb fighting scenes. It has so many great characters in the show. I loved this show so much. Whenever The Last Airbender, the live action movie, came out, I did everything in my power to make sure that I did not witness it. Everything. I did the exact same thing when Dragon Ball Evolution came out. I did everything in my power to not witness a single clip, a single review, nothing. I have seen nothing of either of these movies. It was one of those things where I felt like if I watched this movie, it would just ruin the shows for me. You know, seeing something I actually care about just get shat on. And it seems like my prediction was correct, because everyone and their mom reviewed The Last Avatar, shit talked everyone said it was the worst thing ever. And still I have not seen any of the movie until today, ladies and gentlemen. I decided to suck it up after 10 years of waiting and just do it. Just go all in, balls deep. So let's do it. Let's watch The Last Airbender.
Hey, it's me. I'm the glasses guy. Hey, look at me. I'm you, but with glasses.
Okay, what even is this? Like, what is this, really?
What do you mean? Everybody loves the glasses guy. You know, I come in, you know, I pop a few zingers at you. You know, I say, hey, don't watch the movie. It's cringe. Look, I got glasses on. Hey.
Really? That's it. Just glasses on. Bam, done. That's it. That's your character. That's what you're doing.
I mean, you take something boring and stupid, you put glasses on, everybody loves it, you know. But I also like feet.
Oh, that makes it so much worse.
Well, while the glasses guy got your attention, did you take your multivitamin this morning, young man?
You know, honestly, now that you mention it, I don't think I did. Wait, whoa, why do you care? What?
Well, what do you mean? I'm the glasses guy. You know, I pop on glasses. I know more than you. You know, I'm smart. You know, I make sure to watch for your health. You should take ritual vitamins.
No, not again. Stop.
When the world gradually opening back up, you know, people start moving around, they're going places and stuff. You know, maybe you should put the, you know, vitamins back in your normal day routine, and rituals where you need to go. Got the perfect diet day in and day out? Ah, no, man, not even glasses guy has a perfect diet, but he like feet. There's no fangy, hoodly, dinglies, fillers, colorants, additives, none of that stuff. These easy-to-take capsules have 10 nutrients that are great for a strong foundation for your health. See, why did I go with Ritual of all things? See, the thing about Ritual is they're very transparent. I ain't talking about just a capsule. The glasses guy coming out with the zingers. You can trace the decision-making process back to every ingredient, to where they source everything, to their environmental impact. It's obsessively researched, vegan-friendly, non-GMO, gluten-free, allergen-free, and contains no added sugar. I mean, come on, look at me. I got glasses. Go to ritual.com/bionic and get 10% off your Ritual order. Or you could always use code BIONIC at checkout to get that 10% off. I mean, come on, I'm the glasses guy. I like feet, you know?
Oh, God. Well, that was shit. Well, as I predicted, The Last Airbender is nothing short of an insult to the franchise. The ridiculous amount of plot holes, the piss poor acting, the choreography, like the list goes on. I can't even describe how many things are wrong with this movie. And we're gonna lay out the benefit of the doubt right here, okay? It was an entire chapter of the show, which is a lot to put into a movie. But still, somehow, after taking an entire chapter of the animated show and shoving it into an hour and 40-minute movie, it still felt like it dragged on. How did they do that? M. Night, explain. And this is one of those cases, if you didn't watch the entirety of the show, you aren't gonna have a lick of sense of what's going on. I mean, hell, I watched the whole show and I still have no idea what I just watched. The only thing I could compare this to is like a poor high school play. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but I mean, it really just made me feel like I was sitting in on a really poor high school play. And the whole time I was just like, man, I really want to leave, but I feel bad because it seems like they're giving it their best. M. Night really knows how to destroy a good show. Let's see, what was the budget of this movie? 150 million. And the box office was 320 million? That right there just kind of shows how many people actually love the real show. And they got scammed, dude. They all got scammed. It did so well, they actually made a video game. Yes, they made a video game for the live action Last Airbender on the Wii. And yes, I am streaming it right now. Oh, I want to die. So the movie starts out with the regular Avatar intro with the 4 elements: water, earth, fire and air. And it's hilarious because literally the intro of them doing like, you know, the cool spin moves and stuff with the bending and shit, that's the best choreography in the entire movie. So we start off the movie with Sokka and Katara, which I just want to mention, in the movie they don't call him Sokka, they call him Soka.
More like Soka these nuts.
They don't even know how to pronounce, it's literally in the show. M. Night, how do you pronounce names wrong?
I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry.
Yo, Sokka, calm down. No, don't hit a woman. What are you doing? It just looks like he's about to like punch her in the face. So Sokka and Katara see something in the water and the first instinct, hey, let's break it open and crack the ice. And then everything starts falling apart. And then they break open the big thing, you know, they find the avatar. And then Prince Zuko's like, hey, uncle, look, you know, you guys know what happens in the show. All right, let's move on. This dialogue in this movie is just,
How'd you get all the way out here?
I ran away from home. It wasn't very smart. I was just upset.
Aang, or as M. Night wants to say, Ong, yes. He literally couldn't even get Aang's name pronunciation correct. They call him Ong. What? So the only thing that I could even deem good in this movie is I feel like they did the ships decent. The ships of the Fire Nation look pretty sick. I'll give them that. But with $150 million, you better expect something decent, you know? Oh, this random dude came out of nowhere. I wonder what his name is.
I am Prince Zuko.
Oh, thank you, sir. I didn't know. So right here, we see something that is very interesting. So if you've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, the show, you know that firebenders, you know, like all benders, can just create fire. You know, that's just what they do. They just create it. That's how that works. Yet in the live action movie, they decide to change that. Instead of being able to create fire, they need fire to bend. Like they literally need flames, which is the biggest plot point in the world because all waterbenders have to do is just put out the fire. They win. That's it. But obviously in the movie, no one ever thinks of that creative idea of just putting out the flames that they're using to attack people. Let's just keep the flame going. Why not? That's such a weird, unnecessary change that honestly just makes it more confusing than it already is. So Aang, or Ong, ends up getting yoinked by Zuko. Obviously, you know the story. Ong gets yoinked by Zuko, gets put on his ship, and then Katara and Sokka, they end up taking Appa and yipping their way over to help him. Oh, that's not the only name they got wrong. They call Uncle Iroh Uncle Iroh. What the hell is wrong with you, M. Night? Why are you changing everyone's names? What is the purpose of this? I don't understand. It's literally in the show. It's pronounced in the show. Why are you changing it? So anyway, Uncle Iroh ends up putting different elements in front of Aang, and they discover that he's actually the Avatar. So Ong ends up going to the Southern Air Temple. You know how it goes, to discover that, oh, they were all massacred. And boy, is it hilarious, the bones that they use in this. It literally looks like bones you find in a Halloween store. And it's funny because Ong isn't really having much of a reaction to seeing all of his friends and family's bones and corpses just lying around him, and he just goes up and starts touching them. So Ong goes through his anger avatar moment and sees a blue dragon spirit, which, don't quote me on this because I don't remember. I don't remember having a dragon spirit. Did that happen in the show? Okay, I could be wrong. I don't know. I haven't watched the show in a while. I don't remember a dragon spirit here because I'm pretty sure what happened on the show is Avatar Roku talking to Ong. But in the show, it's just the dragon spirit. Anyway, moving on. So we get a little taste of General Zhao, and all he does is invite Zuko to the ship and says, haha, you stupid, daddy issues, cringe. And that's pretty much all that happens. And every fight scene I see with the Fire Nation or anyone who firebends, it's always like a bunch of actual just physical fighting, and then they just like toss a little fireball. Like there's no bending, dude. You're missing out. Where's the bending? Like, they just poop a little fireball at him here and there. Like, where's the, it's so dumb. So this next part kind of just happens. They throw in, I'm I think this is supposed to be Ba Sing Se. I don't, again, I haven't watched the show in a while, but pretty sure this is supposed to be Ba Sing Se. I don't know how we got here or why we're here, but we are here now, and they got arrested by the Fire Nation, and they got put away with a bunch of earthbenders. This whole scene just kind of just appeared out of the mist. It didn't really, there was no transition. It just happened. And this, honestly, is probably the worst scene in the movie, I would say. So they tried to do this thing where it's a one take situation where it's one camera and it like circles around Ong, and then they have like a little fight scene and Ong like tries to pump him up. But I cannot even begin to describe this scene. So Aang, or Ong, sorry, I'm trying to get it correct. He just kind of is like, hey, earthbenders, stop being losers. All right, get out, get up. He kind of just like yells at him like, hey, did you guys know that Earth is underneath you and you can bend that, you freaking idiots? And while he's like telling all of these earthbenders, like, get up, come on, revolt against the Fire Nation, all the guards are literally just standing there and watching him. Oh, okay, am I supposed to do something about that? So the dialogue here isn't a summary, okay? This is not a summary of what he said. This is literally what he says. I am Ong. I am the Avatar. I was gone for a bit. I'm back now.
My name is Ong, and I'm the Avatar. I ran away, but I'm back now.
Really? I honestly cannot break this scene down enough because every piece of this is just an utter shit show, and it's amazing. I don't want to hurt anyone. This is the choreography. I don't want to hurt anyone. All right? Better watch out. Airbenders should be dead. Kill them. And this is another situation of, see the fire pit that's in the middle of this area? You know how you beat a firebender in this world? Just put out the fire. There's a fire pit right there. Just drop a rock on it. Like, just put it out. That's it. You're an airbender. All you just, it's out. Oh yeah, a little detail. I don't know if this was on purpose or they just didn't want to do another take, but Sokka comes out there and grabs for his boomerang, but it's gone. I don't know if that was like on purpose or not, or if the actor just forgot that he didn't have it on him, but they just didn't want to take that out. And then comes the greatest scene in the movie. 6 dudes, all right? 6 earthbenders, by the way, doing a bunch of like, you know, waving your arms around, doing like synchronized movements. A little rock just flies by the screen. Like, there's no way this is real. There's no way this movie exists. Okay, this entire shot, I just want to mention, is one take. It's just a situation where the camera kind of rolls around different directions and they all choreograph this. So that is decent. You know, that's kind of impressive for anybody to do a one take like fight scene like that. But the problem is, I don't think M. Night did more than one take. I'm pretty sure this was their first attempt and their only attempt, because holy shit, this is terrible. And how we get Zuko's backstory is Zuko in a creepy hooded little thing. He's like, hey kid, come over here. Yeah, you seem like a smart kid. Yeah, tell me about Zuko. Tell me about the prince. And then he literally just describes his past, like to a T. Also, M. Night doesn't even call it an Agni Kai. He calls it Agni Ki. What is his obsession with changing the pronunciations? So Aang ends up going to the other air temple and then ends up getting into a trap, gets caught by the Fire Nation, and then the blue spirit breaks him out. And obviously, as we know, the blue spirit is Zuko. And it's funny how they portray Aang in this fight scene, because Aang's fighting literally 50 dudes and he like brutalizes some of them. It's funny because Aang, yes, he is an airbender, which they're not used to, but the thing is like, he's just a kid. And even in the show, he wasn't a huge fighter. He didn't fight off like 50 firebenders, and he's literally a kid. And in this session, he's like fighting 50 grown firebenders. But while Zuko's fighting off literally 100 soldiers, Ong ends up coming in to snatch him up. So Zuko ends up using Ong as bait and like, you know, uses him as a hostage, and then he gets out of there. And then he was shot in the face by an arrow. And then Ong finds out, oh, it's Zuko. The timeline is moving extremely fast. Why does Zuko like Ong now? What is happening? Why did Zuko change his mind? We don't know unless we watch the show, because the movie doesn't describe it. He literally just switches. One second he hates him, wants to kill him, bring him back to his dad. The next second, oh, he's best friends. He wants to save his life. What's going on? It's fog. It's fog. So now they're at the Southern Water Tribe. Aang starts learning water bending. Sokka ends up falling in love with the water princess, but obviously we don't really get any context of that. They're just kind of like, oh, we met, now we're in love. That's kind of it. So yeah, the next scene, war started. Southern Water Tribe, Fire Nation coming to kill them. That just kind of it. Everything just happens. There's zero transition. It's happening now. So they shove in a quick romance scene with Sokka and the princess. So then we get the Zuko Katara fight, and then Katara, like, her choreography is just awful. Just, this is it. This is water bending. I'm bending. And also, Katara, just put out the fire. He has fire around him. Just put it out, and you win. Also, it's kind of ironic because how the Fire Nation is able to like beat them up is because the Water Tribe has a bunch of lanterns with fire in them. Again, just put them out. Just blow out the flame. I'm never gonna get over this. So Aang goes to the spirit world, talks to the spirit dragon and not Roku because, you know, M. Night just being weird and shit. So Katara loses. Aang gets caught by Zuko. Katara comes back, freezes Zuko. I don't care. I don't care anymore. So General Zhao, obviously we know, kills the spirit fish. And then Uncle Iroh, again, it's Iroh, not Iroh, does the unthinkable. Yes, the unthinkable. He bends fire where there is no fire. And then we get the last fight of Commander Zhao, and it's hilarious because he's standing on a bridge. Dude, I'm not even gonna say it. Why does it even matter? Yes, we get it. There's lanterns with flames next to him, and he's using them to fight waterbenders. Just put out the flame! Oh! So then we get the only visually cool part of the movie where Aang basically lifts an entire tidal wave of the ocean and then scares away the Fire Nation, and then they all win, live happily ever after. Nothing bad's gonna happen. So at the end of the movie, we find out that the reason firebenders have to use fire to, like, you know, fire bend is because of the future. Because Sozin's comet, you know, the thing in the actual show where it just makes their fire bending crazy strong. In this movie, it's not that. It just makes them be able to create fire out of nothing, which it's like, who cares? No one's even putting out the fires in the first place. Why does it matter? And then we get Azula at the end with her very awkward, like, smile. Like, I know she's supposed to be, like, creepy and ominous, but it's just, like, looks like she's trying to hold in a laugh. Like, it's weird. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Probably one of the worst movies I've seen in the longest time. Honestly, I kind of wish I never saw this movie. I'm not gonna lie. But I hope everyone enjoyed this. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to subscribe. Also, I am streaming the Last Airbender game on Twitch right now. I don't even want to think about how bad this is gonna be. But yeah, that's it. Bye. That was me bending. I'm bending. Bye.